Hi, Keith Abraham. Welcome to 2024. I wanted to spend a little bit of time and talk about the concept of becoming a legacy leader. I want you to think back a little bit. I want you to think back to who has been a great mentor in your life. Who has been the person that's had the biggest impact, influence in your life? Maybe it was a teacher, maybe it was a boss, maybe it was a family member, maybe it was a coach that you had, both either in sport or in business. See, here's what we know about legacy leaders. Legacy leaders are leaders who make an impact. They influence, they make an impact with you. And so here's the question I've got for you is, do you want to be a legacy leader for your people? Do you want to be the leader that people talk about in years to come? That leader that they hold in fond memory, that was able to have an impact on their career and that they are truly thankful and grateful for. My thinking around this is that if you're going to become a legacy leader, then you have to move people up a ladder. You know, you are not the person to just communicate with people. You are not the person just to have conversations with people, but you're the person who creates a connection. And from that connection comes a collaboration. And from that collaboration, you create culture. And with culture, you create a community that people want to belong to, that want to be part of, that never want to leave. And to be able to do that as a legacy leader, there are 4 things that you need to be able to master. You need to be able to have meaningful conversations with people. You need to help people create great clarity, both personally and professionally. The third is that you need to be a person who takes the time to coach and mentor, and to be proactive around that. Not just to mentor people when they've done something not so great. And not just to mentor people because your boss or your organisation or HR told you you had to. But to be able to have a proactive mentoring conversation. And then from there, the final piece is to be the person that has those collaborative conversations that people are engaged in, that people feel like they're contributing to the conversation and you're guiding them through that conversation. You know, the one thing I've learned from the research that we've done around how to engage, enthuse and energize people is to understand that people are not driven by the company why. Most of the time, they're not. What they're driven by is how. And not how to do the job, but how they want to feel. You know, you probably read the book or watched Simon Sinek talk about It Starts With Why. And not to contradict Simon, because I think he's a great author and a wonderful presenter and a good guy, but really to stop and think about, rather than starting with why, you know, if you think of it, what's your why? Well, to work that out, you've got to go and sit in the middle of a rainforest on a rock for 2 weeks. It's a tough question. But the simplest questions that you can answer is start with how. How do you want to feel? Ask your people how they want to feel. And in essence, of the 135 different emotions they can experience, 64 of them are positive. Those 64 break down to what I call goal drivers. People want to feel successful. People want to feel purposeful. People want to feel inspired. People want to feel happy. People want to feel organised. People want to feel respected. People want to feel confident, and people want to feel relaxed. The question you want to ask your people is, how do you want to feel? Start with how. Then the second question is what? Ask your people what they need to achieve in their role to feel that emotion they've just told you. What do they need to achieve in their role to feel that emotion? And then the final piece of the puzzle is, why is that important for them to achieve that goal, to feel that emotion? Start with how, followed by what, then followed by why. And you'll have deeper, richer conversations. If you'd like to understand how you can apply Goal Driver to your business with a coaching and mentoring framework around it, that you connect with people, you collaborate with people, you build greater communities that have great clarity, then reach out to me, keith@keithabraham.com.au. I'll send you a link to my Goal Driver profile. 7,500 people have now completed it. Of the 7,500 people that completed it, it is 91.2% accurate. When people take 5 to 7 minutes to complete their profile, they're given a 28-page report with 135 different insights in what drives them forward, what slows them down, and how to elevate themselves to the next level so they can become the best version of themselves for you and the organization, but most important, for the people who mean the world to them. If you'd like to discover the power and the advantage of tapping into people's emotional drivers, not their personalities, but their emotional drivers, then reach out to me. Have a great 2024, and I look forward to talking to you real soon. Bye now.